Welcome back to Fast Money. The crypto craze continues as some of Bitcoin's biggest rivals like Ripple and Ethereum are surging and gaining on the crypto king. You might call it the Ripple effect. That is right. Ta-da! We've now got the Ripple bug. You can see it right there and track the price on the left corner of your TV screen. But wait, what is Ripple? CNBC's Seema Modi joins us now to explain. Seema.
Hi, Melissa. All right, Ripple has literally been ripping higher, up 40,000% in the last 12 months, ranking second to Bitcoin in terms of market cap among the cryptos. At $117 billion, Ripple has a larger market cap than 43 companies on the S&P 500. Big names like Goldman Sachs, Nike, Netflix, and even the largest private company, Uber. Ripple is building a payments platform for major banks, and it's already got a consortium of banks in Japan testing out its network. Other users include Bank of America and Spain's Banco Santander. And earlier today, the company tweeting out that 3 of the top 5 global money transfer companies plan to use XRP, Ripple's product, in payment flows in 2018. Now, Michael Morrow, CEO of Genesis Global Trading, telling me he's seen a lot of interest just this week from institutional investors, close to $100 million in 3 days in Ripple volume, though most of the demand has been driven by South Korea, which makes up about 30% of Ripple's transactional volume. While Ripple has benefited from the hype and overall interest surrounding Bitcoin, there are some differences. Unlike Bitcoin, which is open source and supported by a global community, Ripple lives on a centralized network and is managed by a team in California that is led by a former Yahoo executive named Brad Garlinghouse. The price is also a major difference. Bitcoin around 16,000, Ripple just below $3. Back to you, Melissa.
All right, thank you very much, Seema Modi. So is Ripple the next big breakout coin? And if so, how do you even buy it? Well, fear not, because our very own crypto baller, BK, is here to tell us exactly how to do just that. BK.
Yeah, sure. So Ripple has been on an absolute tear. And just to add to what Seema talked about, what Ripple really is going after is the SWIFT network, or international payment transfer. So what you're talking about here is an upgrade of the international financial system. And that's a very big market. So that's why people are very excited about it. So let's go to Poloniex and figure out, how do we buy this here? So here I am. I'm on the Poloniex website. You can see over on this side, here's all the trades that are going on. Remember, cryptocurrencies trade 24/7. This market never sleeps. Okay, so here we have Ripple. You can see these big moves. Now let's scroll down to the order page, okay? So you can see I can buy Ripple, I can sell Ripple. Here's all my buy orders right down here. Here's all my sell orders. They're a little bit backwards for your old school market folks. It's going to drive you crazy like it drives BK, but you know what? Still doesn't matter. Here we go. So up here you can see I've got some BTC up there. I need Bitcoin to buy Ripple. All I'd have to do is I click on the price that I want to buy. I want to buy it right there. It fills it in. Looks like I'm going to buy about 3 BTC worth of Ripple. And really simply, all I do, hit the buy button. Boom. Look it. I bought all that Ripple. That's how easy and fast it is. And if you noticed before, I didn't have any Ripple there. Now I do. So now I have about 24,000 Ripple. It's that simple. It's that easy to get into this. And for me, you know, Ripple is one of those core protocols that'll likely be a big part of the digital economy.
Yeah, I mean, Seema mentioned Brad Garlinghouse, but Zoe Cruz, formerly of Morgan Stanley, is also recently added to the board of Ripple, and obviously she was a long time at Morgan Stanley, I think 25 years or so. I have a question, though. People are more familiar with Coinbase and how that works. They transfer money into Coinbase, then buy a cryptocurrency. Here you're buying it in Bitcoin, so you have to do that transaction first, transfer the Bitcoin to this, and then buy Ripple, right?
That's right. So on the Poloniex website, they don't take U.S. dollar transactions, so you do. You go to Coinbase first, you buy your Bitcoin, then you'll have a wallet here on Poloniex once you've opened that account up, and then you'll get a Bitcoin address. You send your Bitcoin there. Once you have Bitcoin, you can buy anything. And as I scrolled up, I mean, look at how many currencies are out there. Those are all the top ones, and they're trading real volume. I mean, that's 31,000 Bitcoin. That's a lot of money that's trading in Ripple today.
BK, it's Tim. So do you think there's an opportunity to actually arb between these exchanges? I mean, let's be clear about crypto traders. Is they love trading, and they love actually some of the inefficiencies of these markets for this very reason. Is that a possibility?
It is a possibility. It's a little clunky, though. Part of the reason why some of this arbitrage exists is because there are different regulatory environments. For example, if you're in South Korea, it's almost impossible to get money out of South Korea because of the capital controls. So sometimes you'll see that global cross-border arb open up. It's difficult to do. Within exchange or within the U.S. exchanges, let's say you're going Coinbase, Poloniex, or something like that, sometimes there is a chance to do that. But you also have to recognize it also takes a bit to move these things around. Sometimes the exchanges can take an hour or longer to move between coins.
Are you talking to him about ARB within Ripple or ARB like cross?
I'm talking about having 3 exchanges open at once and actually transacting in one and selling in the other because you've effectively locked in a price. And you can actually see price discrepancies. And you do see this, especially because the settlement times also you have an opportunity to work within that as well.
The best way to do it is to have Bitcoin and, let's say, Ripple at each one of those exchanges. And so that way you don't have to worry about changing between and you just play that ARB all day long.
BK, could you explain to us home gamers like myself, why are they linking themselves to Bitcoin? Why can't you transact in U.S. dollars? Why Bitcoin only?
Because if you want to transact in U.S. dollars, you have to have a money service license, and you have to go to every single banking regulator in the U.S., so you have to go to 50 different banking regulators if you want to actually take U.S. dollars. So in this case, Poloniex chose not to do that, so they're simply transacting in Bitcoin. Maybe at some point in time they choose to do that.
Hey, BK, it's Seabird question. You know, the bigger issue here, I think the big bear case on Ripple has always been that it's not like other coins. It's not created or mined, essentially. There's a certain amount. There's 100 billion, I think they started with, 30 billion in circulation. So it's company controlled. They can essentially issue or put more, coins into the marketplace, which would create dilution. Is that a big concern or something you're really worried about?
Well, it has been a big concern. You're right. Ripple's somewhat controversial here in the decentralized world because Ripple is a centralized currency. It was pre-mined 100% by the Ripple company. Now, what they've done to alleviate a lot of those fears is they've locked up a lot of the Ripple that they own, and they're going to slowly meter it out over the next several years. So that has alleviated some of the concern. That being said, purist, decentralized coin people don't necessarily like what Ripple's done. I happen to like the fact that they have several banks using it, and they have a company that is out there trying to make the value of the currency go higher.
Last quick question. We saw the run in Ripple on the notion that it would be added to Coinbase, and Coinbase put out the blog saying, no, it's not going to be added. It fell today. What's your guess on whether or not it will be added and what the next currency will be added to Coinbase?
So in the long run, I think Ripple gets added to Coinbase. I think it's going to be a while, though, 6 months plus.
Really? Okay. Beeks, thanks for the explainer.
My pleasure.
Answered a lot of questions tonight.
Very interesting.
Still ahead, the big banks moving lower today despite the record rally, and the chart master sees something in the charts that could mean big trouble ahead.
Oh.
I'm Melissa Lee. You're watching Fast Money on CNBC, first in business worldwide. In the meantime, here's what else is coming up on Fast.
Bitcoin is on fire again, and it's driving big bets in the options market on one Bitcoin stock in particular. We'll give you the name and tell you how to profit. Plus,
you like me right now.
Fast is going Hollywood in search of Golden Globe glory and the one stock that might get a boost from this weekend's awards. We'll give you the name when Fast Money returns.
What's the value of capital? What's critical thinking worth? A basketball costs $14. What's team spirit worth? What's it worth to talk to your mom? What's the value of a walk in the woods? The value of capital is to create not just wealth, but things that matter.